Hey guys, happy Saturday. This is the Creative Chica coming to you with a little project and a little bit of chit chat today too. So I bought some files from my scrap chick, and I will link the link below of her cut files, and right now they're on sale for $1 each. So I got this cute little card, and let me pull the pieces apart. So you're going to get the actual card, which is, let's see, it's about close to 5 inches. So it's about just shy of 5 inches. So it's about an 1/8 shy from 5 inches. And then this is the top card here. And that actually makes it a little bigger than the base card. So this is the front. And this makes the card actually close to, it's like 5 1/4. Yeah, 5 1/4. So that's that. And then it's got this inside liner, and then we'll glue that to the inside. And I'll do a sentiment here. I wish this was just a little bit bigger, because I think it would be nicer if it had a bigger one. So maybe next time I'll widen it a little bit. Okay, so then it was hard to pick out the paper I wanted to do, but I did figure out some papers. And these, let's see, these two are from the Mariposa little 5x5 stack. And then these, sorry, those, I can't remember the paper pad that it came out of, but I'll put it down in the description. And then this came from the Mariposa pack as well. See the little butterfly. And then we got some regular white cardstock, and that was it. This is all medium weight. All this paper is medium weight. And then I got this one from another one. It's a little heart with dots, and that's a medium weight as well. Okay, the glue that I'm going to be using is this one. Is the Art Glitter Glue. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the dangle. You guys know I don't like too much dangle in my way. So I just did one, and I'll tell you guys a story about this. A friend of mine was out front of my house and found a broken rosary bead out there, and a chain with the beads, and this is what was on the end of it. And I thought, oh, is that gorgeous? I will use it. So I went ahead and broke it up and put these beads on there. And then I had this bead. This is from Walmart, and I forgot the name of these beads. But then I put bead caps, and then I used 527 glue, and I also used what's it called? Oh, geez, I can't remember the name. The little bottle that everybody uses to glue these things together. Goodness sakes, I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll let you know. Hang on a second. Let me double check this. I will check this right now, and I'm coming over to my glue. And there it is. I found it. So, yes, Glossy Accents. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I couldn't remember, but that's what it is. Okay, so I use that too to hold it in, and it keeps the pin is short, but it doesn't need to be very long to get it in there. Sorry, looking through. There. So that's the reason to put these on, is so it doesn't get lost in all your stuff. The pin, I've lost so many pins, and they're expensive. They are stainless steel, and they work really nice. So they work really nice to keep your bottle glue flowing, especially because this isn't cheap glue, but it's my favorite glue. I have a lot of glues, so I would say my top glues would be this one, Glossy Accents, and my Fabric Tack are the ones that I use the most. Aside from my glue runner and, you know, like these kind of things. Okay, so we'll get back to the card, and let's see. So we're going to assemble the card base first. So let's do that, and we'll put this down here. And I'm thinking that I might pop up like, let me think how these were going. I think it was this one went there, this one went here, and this was the top one, I'm pretty sure. Or was this the top one? Yeah, I think it's this way, because you can see the cut, how it's cut. It's gonna leave a little coffee cup area for you right there, so you'll see that. Let's see, it goes in a little, so you see a little bit of coffee cup area there. I'm not sure if this is in the right spot. So anyway, we'll play with it. I know that the green one goes first and that these go first. I just think I might pop these up a little bit. So well, let's glue this down. I'm going to start with this one. And I always use a heavy-duty candle holder to put my glue when I'm using it. So that's kind of what I do. And I kind of put it upside down, so because I am using it. And I will put that down at the bottom. So this is basically gonna match right over. Oops, I think I did that a little over. Put that up real quick because this glue really glues down fast. Okay. Darn it. Okay, got it. Okay, so got that down. I know it's just a little edge there, but and then this goes down. It's just kind of like the saucer. So then that goes down. Okay, now I'll put that right there. And then the cup goes here. And I've been thinking that, or does that one go there? Guys, can't remember. I think it does. I'm pretty sure this one goes here. Yeah. That matches. That goes there. So I've been thinking of whether I should take a, and I think I want to, because I love dimension, and this is vintage photo. So I think I'm going to distress this just a little bit around the bottom and the edges. So I think I just want to put a little. So I like dimension. We can just do a little bit, not too much. Kind of rub it on the edge. Okay. That looks good. I like that. Yeah, see, so you can see it a little better. It's hard to see. Okay, so that's gonna go like this. Now I have these, and I have some tweezers in case when I glue them. I'm trying to figure out what goes where. Let's see if this matches. Seems to match. Or is it a little over? Let me see. Because there's 4 pieces. And I don't know what this is for. It said it was a highlight. I don't know if that means that it goes there. It might. We'll see. But then we have these. I think this is the same. This might be the same size. I just want to check it because some are thinner. Seems a little bigger. I don't know if the thinner ones go here. This is the hard part. I really should have written it down. Okay, well this fits here, so I'm going to put it here. So let's do that. I kind of wanted, I know this is hard to do, but I really wanted to edge it just a little. Probably going to get my fingers, but that's okay. Okay, so let me add this to this real quick and just stick it in here. You know, I really like this glue because it is so thin and it dries so quickly. It's my favorite glue. Alright, let's go. There we go. This is going to be a card for a super sweet lady that just got out of the hospital. She's my cousin's mom. Well, she's my cousin's wife's mom. So there we go. There we go. I think that'll look nice. Oh, I was going to pop this up. So I got some of this from the Dollar Tree, and I think I'm going to just pop it up a little bit. My desk starts out clean, and then it just gets messier and messier as the time goes by. Does that happen to you guys? I mean, believe me, I just had to clean off my desk just to do this video, and it won't be clean by the time we're done. Okay, I think that's enough. And so then I don't need to glue anything. I'll just need to put these down. I should put one there. Let me do a super skinny piece for that. Maybe that's not skinny enough. Yeah, like that. That's what I want. Super skinny. It should go right like, ugh. Hard to see these. There we go. Oh, that's okay. I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to cut it and then I'll put another piece there. There. I just need it to be stuck on and have the dimension. It's just going to have the dimension I want. Let's see. Yeah, it needs another piece like back here. So we'll stick a couple tiny, tiny ones on the cup down here. We'll put one there. And I'll put a couple here, super tiny. That'll work. Another one. It's hard to cut them that small, but they will work. I think that's enough. I think that'll work, and then I'll just stick this one right here. That's nice. Okay, that'll work. So let's take this off. This will be fun, taking these off. Ah. Sometimes it's just easier to do it with your nails. Not that I have nails right now. My nails keep breaking. They used to do really good, but they don't anymore. Okay. Ugh. Sorry about my hand being in the way, you guys. And then, last one. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put this one right here, I think. I just wanted to make sure. Let me pick it up and look at it. So this isn't quite. There we go. Nice. Now that has a little bit of dimension. And the next one I guess I'm gonna have to put these things first, huh? Okay, so this is what I was trying to figure out. Where these cups go. So like, does this cup go here? Or what was the cup? Maybe it was this one. Let me just double check. No, that one doesn't go. So it is this way. Or it says a rounded. Wait. Oh, okay, there we go. There you go. See that? That's how it's supposed to go. So you see like the roundness of the coffee cup there. So now we're going to add some of this, and I'm hoping that this one will fit. Yeah, that will fit there. So let's go ahead and highlight that at the end. I guess I don't need that. I do better doing it this way. Is that going to be the, oh, it's going to be the top. Oh, well, I could do both on this one. Should be at the top. But I did a little bit on the bottom, so it won't matter much. Okay. Ah, these pieces are kind of soft. Okay. Good enough. And then we'll glue it right there. That's nice. I like that. Okay. Let's glue this. See how thin that is, you guys? I love those little tips like that. They are really good. Okay, so we'll put this one here. Slide that up. Harder to see when I'm so far away. I'm going to bring it up for a minute, you guys. Okay, good. There we go. Good deal. And again, we're going to need some of the sticky tape. Some of this stuff. Okay, so we'll do a couple of those. There we go. Do a couple of those. Huh, got away. There's one. Maybe I'll have to cut this one a little shorter to just get it to be right. There we go. Now I'll use this one and we'll go around. You know, I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so then that way I don't have to put as many. I can just do one on the cup. Just want to make sure it doesn't stick out on this side. Okay, and then I'll put a little bit there. It's not quite as thin there. Let's see what it looks like when I turn it over to see if it's showing. Not really. That's good. And then I'll put this here. That's great. It doesn't show. And oh, I almost forgot to do that, huh? So I don't have to do the bottom because it's going to be stuck under, but it's okay if I do, just in case any of it shows. You'll have to excuse me. My allergies are crazy right now. It's been so hot this week where I'm at. I'm in California, and it's been so hot this week. And it's going to be cooler this coming week, but last week was crazy hot. And I'm just so glad it's cooler. And today's Saturday, being so much nicer, and the weather, it's cooler. So I'm so glad. Let's see if I can get that stuck under there. think it's supposed to be a little bit more tilted. So once I get this part, yeah, see it's supposed to be more tilted? Okay, so as long as I get that part down, when I put this down, that's what's important. So I hope you guys are having a nice Saturday, enjoying yourselves. I meant to do something today, but I didn't do a darn thing so far. I mean, you know, normal things, water the plants, do the dishes, that kind of thing, get some clothes in the laundry. But any real big things, I haven't done anything. Don't really want to go anywhere. It's just, I like crafting at home. I'm tired of wearing my mask, but I do wear it when I'm out. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to pick this up for a minute. I need to see. So, gonna do it on this side first. Uh-oh. Do it on this side first. Then I could tuck that bottom down. There we go. It's pretty good. I'll trim this. But that looks pretty good. It's got dimension. I like it. And you can see a little bit of the cup down there. Okay, so the next cup is this one. And it's going to go like so. So we're definitely going to do the bottom. You know, I haven't re-inked my distress inks in a long time. The one I use the most is Vintage Photo. I think that's what this is. This one here is Vintage Photo. So I use Vintage Photo quite a bit because I really like the look of the warmth of the distressing. And then Black Soot is my next one that I really like, that I use. So those are really ones that I really like. Okay, so now we got that done. And you know, I should get this little corner here. There we go. And so the next thing that will go, let's see if it's this one. Doesn't seem like this one, is it? This sticks out a little bit. Maybe it's this one. This is really tiny. Oh, this one sticks out a bit too, huh? No, that's perfect, actually. When I look down at the card, it actually works. So, I think I'm only going to do the top of this one. And I'm going to probably have to lay it down because it's so tiny. So, I don't know if I can lay it down. Maybe I'll have to just run it. Quite a few times. I don't hardly see it. Okay, well. Okay, there we go. I'm picking color up on the end. Well, I kind of did it all. Geez, it's hard to do. It's so thin. I'm going to have to run it taut. Pull it taut. That's not easy to do, guys. That is so skinny. But I really wanted to give it dimension. Okay, well that might be it. Let's take a peek. We could tell when it's on. Yeah, that actually picked up the brown. Okay, so that actually picked up the brown. That's good. Let's get some glue on there. Let's get this put down. Slide it up to the corner. Slide that up to the corner. Okay, that one looks good. I'll be using you in a minute. So the best thing I think with this file is to place it so that you get it, you get the handle first, and then the rest will look correct. So let's get some tape on here. Got this from the Dollar Tree. I buy a lot of tapes and glues from the Dollar Tree. They work well. And I'm going to do a video, and I did a video before talking about glues. Some I don't think I'm not sure if I had some of the ones that I have now. But at the end of the video, I'll talk about a couple of the glues that I have, the ones that I mentioned that I like. And then we can just chit-chat a little bit about what I think about some of those. And like I said, some of them I have that are my favorites, and I have them all the time. This one, number one, I have it all the time. I hear that it freezes, though. You have to buy it in the winter, or excuse me, summer, or the fall before it freezes, because I've found a lot of people reviewed the art glitter glue saying that they bought it in the winter time, and maybe they lived in a state where it's super cold, and they've ended up with frozen glue, which is sad, because if you get glue, you don't want it to freeze. You need to use it. So I think they've been upset, and then they haven't bought it again, which is sad, because this is really good glue. I love this glue. Okay, so you can barely see it. I might have to trim just a tiny bit here. Okay, that'll still work really well. Okay, so let's get all this off. There we go. Okay, good. Let's get up higher here so I could see. This is sometimes the challenging part, is getting all these little paper thingies off, and it's not easy. There we go. Okay, so almost there. And one more. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to pick it up so I can lay it right on the edge. Right there. Uh-oh. And it does tuck in just a bit. See? Just right behind. So it tucks just a tad right behind. Okay? So I can see that. And I have another, I have two containers. This one holds my scissors, and then I have another container that holds a whole bunch of other tools that I use often, and I'll show that to you if I can. So that's my other container. It used to be pink from the Dollar Tree during the spring, but I painted it. So okay, because I like the blue better. So what was I doing? Oh, I was going to take my scissors, Tim Holtz scissors, and trim it, because my Tim Holtz does not, it's not, can't get close enough with those. So I'll try these. Oops, I have the little protector on there. So let's see here. Let's trim it. It's better. That's not helping, is it? There we go. Ooh, sometimes we have little pieces. It's really hard to get into. And I'm probably going to trim that too. But I'll do it, or I'm not going to have to, because I'm going to glue that onto the card. But the handle, I'm not sure, but I didn't want it to stick out. Okay, last thing. Let's get these things back. Like I said, it's going to have a big mess by the time I was done. And I'm going to try to keep it as clean as I can. So I will put this back. Okay, push some of that to the side. I still need my tweezers. This is going to be the last cup that we will distress. And let's see how far in it goes, so we'll know how much we need to distress. Looks like we might not need to distress too much, but I will still do it just in case it shows up like some of these cards have. Okay, so I love these little hearts on this paper. So super cute. And I love cutting out things with my Cricut. However, I'm really upset and annoyed at Cricut right now. I was on the phone with them. Well, I wish I was on the phone with them. I was on hold with them yesterday. I called them because I couldn't get in to the, I couldn't log in, or I was able to log in, but what did it say? Something about my password. So I went in to try to change my password. First I tried to get in and I couldn't. And I kept putting in my password and it said it wasn't the right password. And I haven't changed it, so I know it was the right password, but I tried and I couldn't. So I said, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to change it. So I changed the password and then everything was fine. I changed the password and everything was not fine. I couldn't get in. Still, it said that it was the wrong password. I don't know why. I just was so upset because I don't know why it said that. So anyhow, so then I went in and I ended up creating a new account to my other email. So when I did that, everything was fine. I was able to go in and open everything up and start working. I go over and hit my projects to get into my projects, and yeah, nothing there. No projects. And I know that it was because I had another email, another email that wasn't, that I hadn't saved it to, all the other stuff to. So I went back and I tried to go back to my old email and I couldn't. And so I decided, well, I'll call them and they'll fix it. So what they say when you call is that it'll be at least 15 minutes, maybe even up to 2 hours. So I said, well, it's early. It was noon. So I said, it's early. I'll just go ahead and deal with it and leave my cell phone on and put the speaker on and run around in my house and do whatever else I need to do, you know. And so I did that. You guys would not believe this. 3 hours later, I'm still on the phone. It's still sitting there waiting to be answered. And then it sounds like it got picked up and bingo, gone. Disconnected after 3 hours of waiting. So I go back on the phone and I call again and I try different, get in a different way. But I end up back on hold again. And this time I was on hold for an hour. And I look at the time and I know that Eastern time, they're gone. And now they're only open Monday through Friday. They're not open anytime like they used to be. And, oh, you guys, I'm so pissed off at them right now. That is ridiculous. Waiting 3 hours? You should never have to wait 3 hours. It doesn't, I mean, I know the whole COVID thing, but 3 hours? That's excessive. I'm so pissed off right now. I've been contemplating getting, and the machine itself is fine, but that customer service was not okay. I don't think I put this on right. That customer service was not okay, and it's just, I was very unhappy. Gosh, I can't get this piece down. Okay. So I was super unhappy yesterday. I'm still upset about it. that I had to wait that long, and I couldn't even talk to anybody. So I went on, let's see, was it, yeah, Instagram. I sent them a message. I haven't gotten anything back from them, of course. And oops, dang it, I forgot to put this down. I'm trying to see if I have some kind of plastic sheet that it won't stick to. Dang. Well, I guess I'll put it down right here. Okay. So, yeah, I was really, really upset yesterday. And, oh, well, like I was telling you guys, I've been thinking of buying a different machine, but not because the Cricut doesn't work right. It works fine. I don't have any problems with it. But there's just a few things I don't like about Cricut. And I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like. So what I do like is that it's easy, super easy, and I've had mine for a couple years. It's super easy to work with. So they have a plus on that right away you can start, working on it and making things. So right away you can do that. What I don't like is that when you buy files off of Cricut, you only can use them. You can use them offline, but that doesn't mean you can use them with other companies. So Cricut doesn't play well that way. Oh gosh, Cricut doesn't play well that way. I guess I should have stuck it on here all this time, you guys. I could have just stuck it on here. Oh well. Live and learn. So, I don't like that they don't play well with others, and you can only use it on the Cricut, whereas other companies like the Silhouette, when you buy their files, they give you an option to buy an SVG, and that file you can bring it into any other program and use it. You pay a little bit more, but it's worth it. To me, I always buy SVGs from them, and I buy SVGs from other companies, and I'll buy a company, and I'll tell you some of my favorites. Dreaming Tree is one of them, because Dreaming Tree, let me tuck that back in there, Dreaming Tree actually has videos on, I don't like that right there, I gotta pop that up, put that down a little bit more. I just want to tuck it down a little bit more. Oh, come on. Whew. Telling you, crafting can be stressful. There we go. Let's see if I can get that right. Ugh. Okay, so let's do it from the handle down, like I said before. There we go. Okay. Now, tuck it underneath. There we go. I think that's better. Okay, so it's good. Now, what I was gonna do, and I think I still can. Okay, so there you go. And it is lifted up. And so let's see how this looks. Yeah, so from the back, that's what you would see. So I am going to trim that because you can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that. Sorry guys, I got sidetracked. So what I don't like about Cricut is that their files are limited. Once, let's say you buy files for Cricut and then you don't use Cricut anymore, well, you lost all that money that you paid for, unless you actually own the cartridges, and even then, they're Cricut cartridges. I don't think that they're SVGs. So I could be wrong. You guys can let me know if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that they're not SVGs and that they just work with Cricut. And that's kind of not good, you know, because I'm not going to spend my money. Let's say I'm really into Cricut and I spend my money, and then that's it. I can't spend it anymore. But you know, I mean, I can't have those files. Why would I do that? That's like throwing money away. So I could spend my money doing other things, you know, with crafting. So anyway, that's how I feel about that. I'm not thrilled about it. So I'm thinking of getting a silhouette, but the reason I'm thinking of getting a silhouette isn't because of the Cricut, you know, itself. You know, the machine is fine, and I may even keep the machine. It is that there's things that it doesn't do, you know, that I want to be able to have my files all work, and a lot of the files don't. I've bought some files from like Silhouette, and these were SVG files that I bought, you know, that should work, and they don't. And that makes me pretty unhappy that they don't work. Okay, so this is a little, if you guys see that, there's a little buckle here. I don't know why it's buckled a little bit. There we go. I don't know what was caught. It was caught up somewhere. Okay, so anyway, that's that, you guys. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna buy a silhouette, and there's things I want to do with it. I want to do rhinestones, and I want to be able to have cut different things, and you can't really do that with the even with the maker. You can't really do that. So my daughter has a maker, and I had considered buying it because I wanted to do fabric, cut fabric. But if I can do that and other things with the silhouette, I think I will. Plus, I love the silhouette files. I'm not crazy about the Cricut files. They're just not for me, they're just not something I would use as much. But I've bought a ton of silhouette files. So, and other files from different places, like the Dreaming Tree. They have files that are real nice, and their files are, they always have videos to all their files, which I really like, and you can use them for selling things, which I also like, you know, which is nice. What if I wanted to do like this? This is a file that I can use to sell things too. So, okay, so there's another little piece that belongs to this, which I had cut on this paper, which I didn't know had some kind of backing to it. So now I'm just gonna, this is a little tag that goes with the little heart, and I'm gonna distress the little tag as well, so it'll look like a tea bag. And so I'm gonna put a little distressing on the tag. I love distressing, it just looks pretty. And then I will glue the little heart, but not, although I think I'm gonna also, now in her file she's got a little string that goes up here, which is super cute, and I think I will do that as well. So should we distress this? Oh, this is gonna be hard to do. Let's see if we can do it, because I like to give things dimension. Oh, I might pop it up a little. I don't like things to be flat. I mean, I love cards, but my cards, I like a little dimension. So let's pop that up just a tiny bit. We'll get a tiny little spot of this little foam tape. And oh, and one thing I do, you guys, is I write on the inside where I get things. So, because sometimes I go to Daiso, I have this tape, and where did I get this? Oh, let's see, this one says Home Hobby, 1/8, Tuesday morning. So I write down where I get them in case I need more, and then I can know where I can go look for that one if I liked it and go pick it up. Okay, that's going to be, just going to cut it just a tad smaller so it'll sit in center right there. Okay, there we go. That's cute. Sorry, my big fingers are in the way. Let's get this. Let's get this. Cute. So I'm going to hang it. So there'll be a string here. And I like to use, it's really tucked back in my thing here, but I like to use this like kitchen cotton, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple it on here with my little stapler and make sure I got staples in it. Yeah, and it's not a tiny attacher, it's just a stapler that is a small stapler. I used to use it in school when I was going to college. So I'm going to put this back here, and I'll probably have to glue it. Let me glue it first, just to make sure it'll be stable. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off camera. I'm going to glue it first, just so it won't come off, in case the staple comes off. Okay, so I'm going to put a staple through it. I don't know. Let's try it. Ah, okay. So, look, the staple didn't even work. I'm glad I glued it. It's okay, but I like the staple on there. What I'll do is I'll add more glue. Make sure that doesn't come off. That would be not good. Okay, so then that's gonna hang, but I gotta figure out where it's gonna hang from. It's gonna go like, I think it's gonna go right behind there, but I'm gonna let that, got caught. I'm gonna let that dry a minute, and I'm gonna take the inside of the card, and this is a Get Well card. So I think I want to add a sentiment before I glue it down, just in case I screw it up. Okay, so I'm over here, you guys, in my box of stuff that I have a box over here in my room that I don't, okay, so that says things like thinking of you and that kind of thing. So that's what I did. I went to go do that. So see, this would fit right, thinking of you, down there. Or I can do this one, and I don't know if this one would fit. Whew, I have to get that pretty tight. I think I'm just going to do thinking of you at the bottom. And my favorite ink is here. Okay, this is my favorite ink, VersaFine Onyx Black, for things like this. And I also like to use, let's see, that's a rubber one. So it's a rubber stamp. I think I'll use this. This is just a silicone mat. Give it a little something. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to stamp it with thinking of you. Push all that out of my way so I don't mess it up. This is a Stampin' Up stamp. I don't buy Stampin' Up stuff, but sometimes they're gifted to me. There we go. Sometimes they're gifted to me, and sometimes I find them at the thrift shop because I like to go thrift shopping. So sometimes I find them at the thrift shop, and I'll buy them there. Or I've been, like I said, I've been gifted some, which has been really very nice. So let's see how things start to grow here. I start getting stamps and things. Okay, so I think Thinking of You, that looks good, and I will glue that on there. So trying to use up my stuff, you guys. So if I printed something like I did here and I didn't use it, it's okay. Okay, so here we go. Ah, just make sure that's right. I don't want to get my inky fingers over everything. I need to get a wipe. I'm wiping off my fingers from the ink. I've had that happen where I've gotten sloppy and ended up with ink on my stuff because I didn't wipe my fingers. Okay, so that's that part. And then we can put this part up, glue it on here. I'm gonna do the little string last because I think that I'm gonna make sure it dries. Oh, geez. One more. Okay. And this is gonna be fun. It's the bottom that you want to make sure that it will line up. Goodness sakes. But it is the bottom that you line up first, so that everything works. Here we go. Whew. I think I got too much. Oh, see, I didn't have to do that part. Okay, let me get my white. Okay. The good thing about glitter glue, art glitter glue, is it wipes up nice. So, there we go. Let me clean that off. There we go. We'll let that dry. Okay, so we did that portion of it. And nice. And now I'm going to deal with this because, yeah, that's dry. So let's hang it like so. I think that would be really cute. So, okay. So how am I going to tuck it? Good question. I should have thought about that before I did it. But I can tuck it in there. Matter of fact, I can glue it so that it does that. That's super cute like that. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to leave it where it's at and in that little tuck space, or maybe actually I'm going to cut just a touch. Maybe I'll just cut a little bit. These scissors are so old. Okay. And that will go in there. I'll just glue it. Put some glue in there. And tuck this in. Oops, come on, get in there. Okay. I want to tuck it in with something. Here's my scissors. There we go. I want to add a spot of glue right there. Okay. Then, as I have this, I'm not sure which direction I should go. Well, it's already going that way. That's the way it should be, right? That was cute. Okay, so it's curling right about here. So that's where it's gonna be attached. Right there. It's curling there. So it'll be attached also there. So where it curls is where I'm gonna put a little spot of glue right there. There we go. There we go. And I'm thinking I might either glue it here at an angle, which I think would look much cuter than just letting it dangle. I don't like that. I think I want to glue it. So put a little spot of glue in the back. Like that. Oh, that's cute. I like that. That's cute. Now I gotta figure out, oh, remember it had this? So maybe this goes somewhere. I just don't know where because it just said it was a highlight. So I'm thinking, a highlight where? Where does the highlight go? Okay, so does it go maybe like that? Is that right? Does that look right to you guys? That doesn't look right to me. I'm not going to use it because I don't know where it goes. It just doesn't look right. What I want to do is I want to highlight the top with a white, or maybe I should just do it with a white. I'd like to do the white highlighting. Let me see if I can find a white. There we go. Here's a white, and maybe I should highlight the very top of the cup with white. That way, we can get a little lightness up at the top. Let's take a peek. I'm going to take something just to test it before I go and do that. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Just a little bit. This is a pigment stamp pad, and it is real juicy right now, so I need to be super careful. I don't want to screw this up. So I'm just barely going to do this so that I can just get a little bit top. That's it. That's all that I'm going to do to the top, just because, I wonder if I should do it to the edge. Okay, I'll try just a little. I don't want to screw anything up. That's why I'm being careful. Even if it's just a tiny little dab of something, I am going to be careful. Isn't it awful when you make something and then you go and, oh, I'm going to do this to it. I forgot I should have done this. And then you go to try to do it and then you screw it up. It's just so disappointing. And that would be me. So, okay, so that's it. That is my card. I think it turned out really cute, and all I got to do is write in it, and there's a file for this, has an envelope too. So I haven't made the envelope yet, but I will. I think that's cute. It's okay from the back. So it's got little boo-boos here and there from the inking, but that's no big deal. Okay, that's a super cute card. Now, I want to talk to you guys about what I've been doing lately. I've been making some rosettes, and I don't know, I've just been getting into these rosettes. And I'm going to tell you guys the difference that I've seen between some of the crepe paper that I bought. And I'm trying to find the different crepe papers here so I can show you. Okay, here we go. And I hope you guys can see the white. It's very hard to see, I think. And, but I'm going to try to find some pink ones so that I can show you the pink ones too. And, okay, so that's the pink one. And I think this is the white. And let me see if I can find some more pink. These are all the crepe paper I don't really like. So I'm going to show you the difference. I don't know if you can see it, but can you hear how dry that sounds? This one I got from Party City. Very dry, crunchy sounding. This one is not, I know running my finger it might sound, but it's softer. It's softer than this. And I'm going to pull out the, crepe paper. Here's the difference between the crepe papers. Just so if you guys are starting to make them. Now, I've made other ones like this with a die. So I have a die, and this is cardstock. Sounds real good and nice and hard. And here's some with some washi. So, but let me show you guys the difference between these two. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to lay these on the table. Can you see the difference? Let me grab a piece of paper so you can see under it. No, that's not going to work. Let me try it this way. I don't know if it helps. Okay, but this one has more wrinkles. Okay, this one is very flat. And actually, it's not white. Because you compare it to the white, and it's kind of a gray white. So it's really kind of a gray. Even together, you'll see that. See that? Looks gray. That one's white. This is from Party City. This is supposed to be white. And this is the actual white. This is the Dollar Tree. And they make, and it makes it easier to fold. The crinkles make it easier to fold to make your rosettes. Okay? So, I'm disappointed in these. They're huge rolls. And they're 99 cents. But, no, $1.49? I think it was $1.49. And they do have a senior discount. So if you're over like 50 or 55 or something, they don't ask you for ID, just ask for the senior discount. I'm over 55, so. But anyway, this paper is too rough. I can use it for other things. I just really don't like it for rosettes. I like this one. It's so much softer. You can even feel it in the feel of it. And I did find some, where did I find some? I forgot where I found some, but they had birthday. I think I got that at the Dollar Tree, the birthday one. But I wanted to buy some with like little polka dots and stuff, but I did not like the one from Party City. Don't get that. That's not good stuff. Unless you find a way to use it, well then that's good. But, and then lastly, I wanted to talk to you guys about the glues that I use. So I was doing a little experiment the other day. I think this is all of them. I have Glossy Accents. I have, Crafter Square Glue. Aleene's Tacky Glue. Oh, and then I know that I have Art Glitter Glue. So these are them. And I'll show you the bottles. And let me grab the other one. So, oops, wrong one. So this is the craft glue from the Dollar Tree. And I was trying them because I wanted to know like how quickly they all dried. I can't sit and wait forever for you to dry. I want you to dry now if I'm doing something that needs to hold, like this thing that needed to hold. So I was doing a test and I glued them all together and I put my phone timer on, and I will start with this one, this, and this. So this is Aleene's Tacky Glue first, Crafter's Square, Glossy Accents. So now I got them in the order that I tried to do this in. So Aleene's Tacky Glue, and I did it at the thinnest that I could. So this is the cap, and I have it pretty open, but I put it right on the paper real flat, so it doesn't give me very much. So and I could show you. Let me grab a piece of paper. Okay, so when I use the Aleene's Tacky Glue, this is about as much as I push this down on the paper, squeeze out, and put a thing. So it's nice and flat. Okay, so putting your tip on the down on the paper helps. And then you rub it instead of holding it up and rubbing it. Okay, so how long did this one take to dry? I connected the paper, and it's very together. Now it's together. It's been a couple of days. So this one took 1 minute. 1 minute to dry before I could just see that was starting to tack. This is the craft glue by Crafter Square. I put just a pin in there so I wouldn't get a lot. So this is how much you get when you do a pin. Let me squeeze it. Oops, I gotta turn it upside down. Let's see if you guys can see. Okay, so that's how much you get. And then again, I just rub it on the paper. And so I just put a pin just so it wouldn't come out really hard, like a lot. I know it's hard to see. But Crafter Square, it took 35 seconds. Not bad. Better than Aleene's Tacky Glue. 35 seconds to adhere. So I waited, I put my, my timer on my phone, and then after 30 seconds I started checking, and at 35 seconds it was adhered. Okay, Glossy Accents. Glossy Accents has this nozzle that I learned how to burp. Oops. Maybe, well, anyway, I keep a pin, a regular quilting pin, and in this little candle jar, and oops, see how it comes out right away? But you can use that in a thin line as well. I like thin lines better, unless I'm doing a big project. So that Glossy Accents took only 30 seconds to dry. Okay, so that took 30 seconds to dry. I was quite happy with that. Glitter glue, art glitter glue. That one is the nicest because the line is the thinnest, and that took 30 seconds to adhere. So I would say, out of all these, the Aleene's Tacky Glue is good if you need to do bigger projects or whatever. I don't know if it buckles your glue, your stuff, and I think it does buckle things. I've not tried to see if this buckles yet, the Crafter Square glue, but it does work in 35 seconds. The Glossy Accents, I don't glue a lot with that, but it works for some things. And then, let's see, Glossy Accents, and then of course, art glitter glue is my favorite, the art glitter glue. So there you go. I just wanted to tell you guys about that. And I think that's all the chit chat. I already told you about this. Oops. Woohoo. Okay, so now I'm done for today, for now, and I could put that away. So that's it, guys. That's all for today. I'm really glad you guys joined me, and I hope you guys are having a good Saturday, and, just get out there and do something fun today. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.